Okay, so for number 8, we have, it pretty much just says what's the answer to this problem. 8x squared plus 3x equals negative 7. So there's a number of ways you can do this, but one that always works and that a lot of people like is the quadratic formula. So the key here is just remembering the quadratic formula. And if you choose another way, you got to remember how to do that. So for the quadratic formula, it's going to be negative b plus or minus b squared, or sorry, the square root of b squared, but I'm going to put that in later, b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay? So it's going to look like this. Okay, that's my beautiful problem. Okay, so we got negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we're just plugging in. So b is going to be 3. So we get negative 3. Well, before I do this, I should really get everything on one side. So I'm going to have 8x squared plus 3x. Now that negative 7 here, I want to move it to the other side. So I'm going to add 7 on both sides, so I get plus 7 equals 0. Okay, so now I'm subbing in. I get negative b, that's negative 3, plus or minus the square root of b squared, and b is 3 again, so b squared is 9, minus 4ac, 4 times 8 times c, which is 7, all over 2a, and a is 8, so 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, so again we have this beautiful square root and the division. So negative 3 plus or minus 9 minus 4 times 8 times 7 over 16. Well, 8 times 7 is 56, times 4 is 224. So we simplify this a bit more. We get negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus, I believe we said 224, all over 16. Okay? So again, we have the square root, and we got the division sign. Alright, now we have negative 3 plus or minus 9 minus 224. Let me double check that. Yep, okay, 9 minus 224 is negative 215. So, I get negative 3 plus or minus negative 2, the square root of negative 215 divided by 16. Okay, again, square root all over 16, and so my final answer is going to be negative 3 plus or minus the square root, no, plus or minus I times the square root of positive 215 all over 16. The thing to remember here is that when you have an I is the square root of negative 1, so putting in this I in front of the square root allows me to make this 215 positive. So I'm looking for this answer, negative 3, it's going to be one of these two, plus or minus I. Okay, this one doesn't have the I, this does. I squared root of 215 over 16. That's my answer. So the answer to number 8 is A.